Hello and a wonderful morning to you, Nigeria. It's the start of a fresh working week, and we're here once again to walk you through the first few hours. We have everything you need, all the best that TV has to offer right here.
Yeah, there's that notion that, Mondays are not usually...
What? A favorite day?
Yeah, for many people, because you don't want to wake up, you don't want to get out of bed. But we try to change that for you on Wake Up Nigeria every single Monday.
So, my name is Titilayo Oyinson.
And I'm Yomi Okwe. You can be with us anywhere you are today because we are streaming live on tvcontinental.tv and on Facebook. You can look us up on TVC Connect. Now, as usual, we want you to participate in the show. So make sure you use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria.
And of course, what is a breakfast show without breakfast?
And guess what? Chef Tosin's back.
Yeah.
Morning.
Hey!
Great to have her back. Yes.
Loving the new look,
Yes.
Chef Tosi.
She's got that Wakanda thing going.
Yeah. Very
Hey,
well.
Chef.
Morning.
Hey, Mary, how's it going?
Very
How's your
well.
weekend?
Thank you.
All right, so straight to the business of the day. We're going to be having a business discussion about how small businesses can create a superb customer experience.
Customer service is such a big deal these days. And right after that, we'll be having a musical performance from Cash Sun.
And of course, some motivation to get you through the week will be coming your way. We'll be talking about emotional capital that you need to build a successful life. That's an
interesting spin, right?
Yeah, interesting, very interesting.
Emotional capital, I'll find out more about that later. And to pop some humor into your morning, we have some funny videos for you to watch later on.
Jesus is Lord.
Yeah.
When the tables turn on you.
Quite literally.
I saw that video last week. It's really funny. It's something that you should look forward to.
There's something I've noted. Comedy skits online have become such a big thing. And they're becoming a really engaging and, of course, financially viable business now.
Yeah.
It's not just about stage shows anymore.
It's a whole new genre. I was talking to a comedian the other day, and he said people who are funny on Instagram are not necessarily funny on live shows.
Yeah.
So, but you can infuse your personality. For some of them, it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It takes you several days to put together, especially when you have several characters and all of that.
And then, more importantly, you can infuse branded products and things like that into that as well.
Yeah.
So there are loads of plugins, and people are making a lot of money from that. A lot of money. You never know. There'll just be some comedy skit somewhere. I'm just.
Want to start?
No,
So
but it's interesting. Oh, okay, sorry.
It looks like the girls had some fun this weekend.
Yeah. Okay. So we invited you all to the spa, but none of you called us. But it's fine. We had fun. We went to the spa. We got our, facials done and body scrub and everything.
So is that why you guys that's why you guys are smiling and
Yeah.
looking all relaxed?
It was called like Ladies' Day Out. Girls' Day Out.
So were the attendants male or female?
Female.
Really?
But of course, as a female, you
Really?
like the
What is
massage
that? Okay,
to be
so
done.
what's the issue between having a male masseuse or a female masseuse? So would you allow a male masseuse massage you?
Are you okay?
It's a question. Mike, why are you violent this morning?
I can ask a question.
Why?
Don't you know that a male masseuse will
It's
know-
just like asking is the Pope.
Did I just say?
Really?
It's actually supposed to be
Okay.
masseur
Really?
for a guy.
Oh,
It's
okay.
the female that is masseur.
Okay.
Yeah.
A guy,
So-
what would the guy do?
He would massage. He has
Are you
stronger.
okay?
Stronger hands.
Stronger hands. Okay,
Please,
so
please,
Yomi
please,
is
please.
being
Don't make me-
open-minded about this.
I like
I'm
that.
not necessarily being open-minded about
You
it.
What?
prefer a female?
You prefer a female?
I've never had a massage done. I'm sorry.
No.
Way.
No, my wife's hands are really strong, so
Okay, I'm talking about professional, like in a spa, and you've never done that. Okay,
Yeah,
well, I think we have to, maybe your next birthday or something, or some
So I don't
weekend.
understand. So you go massage. Guys go the massage guys. Really?
Yes, now. To give energy.
Ah, really? And you see guys
Okay,
on
but
the
the
guy.
thing is, so wait, would you
no,
allow
no.
your girlfriend get a massage from a guy?
I don't understand. What are the ladies there for?
Oh.
So I don't get it. So ladies can massage
you are
ladies,
just
ladies can massage
a
men.
two-faced-
I'm confused. Give me a guy to massage me very well. I don't mind. It's all right.
See,
Everybody's silent. Why?
Well, I'm just...
Before we even go off now, Leicester, Chelsea.
Hey, Mary has come.
No, we don't have time for that.
No.
Is it like,
You can't drag...
We actually don't have time for
You can't
that.
drag football into
We
it.
actually don't have time for that.
can't
No,
drag
but
football
it's
into this
football
morning's
weekend.
conversation.
There's no way we are not going to talk about football.
Yeah, we'll talk about sports
There's
later.
no way. And the truth is, the more I look at football these days, the more I'm like, why did I not play football?
Really?
Yeah, I wish I had.
I say, forget all this wig and makeup. But this babe not tomboy.
That's the headlines of the papers coming up next.
Thank you, Mike. We're starting with The Nation this morning and the headline, APC moves to reconcile Buhari, Saraki, others. And we have some riders there on some of the issues that's been going on between them. Oyo PDP to National Secretariat. Stay off. 18 die in Lagos-Ibadan expressway crash. Wow, that's saddening news there. 2019, why Buhari is yet to announce plan. Real estate chiefs hail cut in land use charge. And Poland versus Nigeria, Eagles camp opens. And bank customers drop by 2 million, all on the cover of The Nation.
On the cover of the Vanguard, it says, Dapchi schoolgirls will be released in 2 weeks, says Defense Minister. Something is fishy, says PDP Afenifere. We want some questions answers, say Bring Back Our Girls. On the land use issue, we'll resist any attempt to disrupt peace in Lagos, say the police. On election reordering, Saraki Dogara meet principal officers today to veto to override Buhari. And it also says here on 2019, why Buhari delays to declare intention, according to the presidency. That's what we have on the cover of the Vanguard.
The Guardian leads with the headline, Aviation agencies lose billions to alleged fraud in traffic figures. NTAA insists on own estimates, flays NBS records. Controversy trails Supreme Court verdict on new Cross River wards. Why Buhari will not declare 2019 bid now by presidency. PDP asks president to recover alleged stolen IDP funds, encumbering governance with APC's internal crisis. That's a world report there. You can see that on page 34. And finally, on Metro 12, mother of unemployed graduates hangs self in Anambra State. Wow. All on the cover of The Guardian.
On the cover of The Punch, it says, come for budget defense this week. National Assembly panels tell ministers. More about that on page 3. Soldiers kill 4 militia men, arrest 18 herdsmen in Benue. It says here, stakeholders divided over slashed land use charge. Free trade. On free trade, experts warn against CTFA pact. Federal government explains Buhari's cancelled trip. NNPC seeking funding options for refineries overhaul, according to Baru. JAMB releases 1.3 million UTME results today. Number of bank customers drops. We'd like to find out why that's happening. And finally, Labour plans nationwide strike over 30 billion naira NSITF fraud. That's what we have on the cover of The Punch.
All right. The Daily Sun leads with the headline, 2019, why Buhari won't declare now, says the presidency. Opponents will sabotage nation. 18 die in Lagos-Ibadan expressway crashes. Police warn protesters planning to block third mainland bridge. 103 million naira fraud. Federal pay officer jailed 127 years. Wow. Lawyers fight over polls sequence. Disagree on constitution provisions. DSS nabs notorious gun runner, others. And finally, Okorocha shuns APC stakeholders meeting in Imo. All on the cover of the Daily Sun. This
Day newspaper says why Buhari's re-election declaration is delayed. We have quite a story on the cover there, quite a lot of information. It says here, CBN fixes April 3rd and 4th for MPC meeting. S&P affirms Nigeria's ratings at BB, stable outlook. It says they caution against high debt service cost and forecast 2.4% GDP growth in 2018. Finally, NLC opposition puts Africa free trade deal in jeopardy. That's what we have on the cover of this day.
All right, so all the papers are reporting this issue with the president not wanting to declare yet. Possibly also because there's a lot of things going on in the nation at the moment that, you know...
a lot of other priorities?
Yeah, so issues with security, the Dapchi girls, you know, and the rest of them. So it's a bit... I think it's a good thing that he's not declaring. Yeah.
Indeed. I think it's about time for us to wrap it up. The headlines are proudly supported by Dettol. Be 100% sure.
All right. Now, Mike is on standby with our fitness expert this morning. Hey, Mike.
All right, thank you, Yomi. I'm here with Benjamin, and of course, we're doing Monday morning workout. How you doing?
I'm very great.
All right, so what do you have for us this morning?
Well, we're having a total body workout. Fighter, there are the Black Panther workouts.
All right, take it away.
All right. So we're starting with split jump. We're going this way. 1, 2. Are you guys ready? All right, come on, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So the next exercise is jump squats. Similar to split jump, but this time around you're going this way. 1, 2, 3. Are you guys ready? Come on, let's take it right away. Come on, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Then the next one is pike walk. Pike walk, you go like this. 1, 2. Are you guys ready? Come on, let's take it right away. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on, the next exercise is spider walk. Push-up spider walk. We're going this way. 1, 2. That's the way we're going. Are you guys ready? Come on, let's take it right away. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come on, let's go. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Up. The next exercise is side throw. We're going this way. 1, 2, 3. Are you guys ready? Come on, let's take it right away. This is total body exercise. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Come on. The next exercise is jumping jacks. We're going this way, jumping jacks. Are you guys ready? Come on, let's go. Let's hit it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Then the next one is high knees. We're going this way. Are you guys ready? Come on, let's go. Let's hit it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Then we're going to core exercises now to hit the midsection. Are you guys ready? You go down. We start with knee tuck. Are you ready? Come on, let's hit it right away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Then we'll move to flutter kicks. with your elbows bent like this way. We're going like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Then the next one is leg raises. We're going flat now. We're going this way. 1, 2, you can spread your arms. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All these are core exercises. Next one we're doing is the bicycle kick. Are you ready? We're going this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you ready? Come on, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now the next one is planks. We're going planks now. Are you ready? All right. Come on, planks. We hold planks for 30 seconds. So I'll count to 30. All right, let's go. This way. Position. Are you ready? Come on, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now you can do side forward, side planks, which is like this. You can hold the position like this.
Okay.
After like 30 seconds, you change.
We change on the other way.
The other side,
Cool.
the other way.
Great one.
That's
Great one.
it.
So this was total body workout. How do you guys feel? How do you guys feel? Thank you guys. Always good having you guys. So this was total body workout.
Total body workout.
You said Black Panther workout.
Yeah, Black Panther.
So now when new film come out, part one.
Yes.
When new film come out, you give them the first one's Gladiator.
Yeah.
Now I go Black Panther.
Exactly.
If Avengers come out now, you say Avengers workout. Yeah. I know this guy. Thank you very much, Benjamin.
Yeah, it's a
so
pleasure
good having
being
you.
here.
Okay, let's head to the kitchen, guys. So what do you have for us this morning?
All right, thank you so much, Mike. You're welcome to the kitchen right here on Wake Up Nigeria. And I've got Chef Tosin with me.
Hi, good morning. Good morning.
All right, so Chef Tosin, what are we making today?
So today we're making our very famous meat pie.
Meat pie.
Yes, the meat pie
Okay.
that the whole world loves. You know, everybody's like, meat pie, meat pie.
Nigerian meat pie. The regular
Nigerian
meat pie
meat
is
pie.
not the same way we used to make it.
Nigerian meat pie.
Okay, so what are we making use of?
So we're making use of flour,
Okay.
butter. We have some cabbage here that we've already grated. We have onions, green pepper, spring onions, garlic, and a blend of spices, and our seasoning cubes, salt.
What is this?
We have white pepper.
White pepper.
Yeah, white pepper.
Okay, that's
And-
black pepper on this
And
side.
there's black pepper, and there's Cameroon pepper, and
What's this?
I think that's curry. We're going to use curry too, a mix of curry, yes.
Okay, okay.
So,
What's in there?
yes, so we needed to kind of blanch our potatoes, which we started boiling already. So
Yeah, just a minute. Just so you know, if you check your screen right now, you'd see the ingredients to make meat pie, okay? So the ingredients are there. Okay, please go on, Chef Tosin.
yes, we also have our minced meat, which I had to pre-boil, just, you know, so just to speed up on the time and everything.
Okay.
So we've already started blanching our
What did you put into this?
minced meat. You know, those ones they've grounded.
Seasoning.
Yeah, seasoning. We have some salt,
Seasoning
some
cubes.
seasoning cube, a little bit of curry.
Okay.
Yes.
Basically, the things here.
Yes, and you do it
Okay.
to your taste. I
Okay.
always, yes.
Okay.
And I needed to have the stock because I'm also going to use it to bind.
really?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
So here we're blanching our potatoes and our carrots.
Carrots,
So
okay.
this is blanching. We're going to start the other sauce. I need some oil.
All
Yes.
right.
Some vegetable oil.
Okay. There you go.
Thank you. Not too much, just
I'm
a
actually
bit.
very excited about this. I love
Why?
meat pie.
Who doesn't?
I hope the next time you make chicken pie.
I know you like food.
And
too.
someday you make elephant pie. We'll go look for elephants to cook. that
I
day.
don't know what she's talking about.
I don't know what I'm talking about either.
Because you know you're not supposed to touch elephant. They're endangered species. Just saying, please.
No, we are not using their tusk.
So I'm going to start with the onions and the cabbage.
Cabbage, okay.
Yes. It's been. and the green.
Are you stir frying those?
Yes, I will stir fry them.
Okay.
Yes. So I'm going to start, just ever so gently.
How many minutes?
About a minute or two. You just want the, excuse me, the cabbage to break down. Okay. You don't want it chewy inside the pie. And we're going to put green pepper, and I love garlic. I can't do anything without
There's some garlic in there?
Yes, there is a bit of garlic in there. So this is spring onions. I'm going to leave that for later.
Okay.
Yes, so we just need to blanch this and season it just a bit. Can I get a strainer? Because I think this is done.
Okay.
Yes.
Just a minute. Yeah.
So while this is blanching, I'm going to season it a bit with a bit of seasoning cube. You don't want to add too much. Just a tiny, tiny bit. A bit of salt, a bit of pepper, black pepper, Cameroon pepper, because Nigerians love heat, so I guess it's safe to always do that. Mine is going to be a bit spicy. So do we have our sieve, Mary?
Yeah.
Okay. So while that is, we need to check our potatoes. So we need to strain the potatoes and the carrots. You don't want it to. Are you going to do that for us?
Oh, sure. No problem.
Thank you.
All right, please go ahead.
She's being very helpful.
I'm excited about this.
Yes.
It's meat pie.
Meat pie.
So when we have this strained, what are we going to make use of?
When we strain the potatoes here, everything's still coming back together into one pot.
Okay.
Do you understand? We're making the filling for the pie. That's what we're basically doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all of these are going into the pie?
Everything is going into the sauce for the pie.
Then we're still going to make a sauce?
This is the sauce. This is like, I'll call this a sauce anyway.
Okay.
So this is the sauce. So we just need this to break down a bit. Then I would like to also start my flour because we need it to rest.
Okay.
So we're going to mix the flour. This is our flour here. And our butter. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be rubbing it in. That's the technique we call it.
Rubbing it in?
Yes, you rub it in.
Is there a reason you're leaving out some flour?
Because I need some for the sauce also. Like it acts like a binder.
Okay.
Yes, so I'm going to put the butter in here.
All of this?
Yeah, baby. You know, when you put butter, helps the flour. It makes it flaky and very moist here. So this is rubbing in. What we're doing is we're breaking the sand. What I did is for people that want to bake, I used a ratio of 2 to 1.
Okay.
So let's say 500 grams to 250 of butter.
Okay.
You can make it less, but I think it's richer.
So 500 grams of
flour to 250 grams. So that's why I said 2 to 1.
So how much grams of flour do we have here?
About 500.
500. So 500. That's why you're using about 250 grams of butter.
Yes, I just want, because I want it very rich. You can make it less, but to me, this makes it very rich.
Okay.
So that doesn't burn. Can you help me?
All right,
Keep
sure.
stirring.
How many potatoes are these?
About three, 4 bulbs.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see how many meat pies this will make. I really can't wait.
I'm sure it's not for everybody.
Well, we will go on a short break now. When we return, it will be for a business discussion about giving your customers a great experience. Stay with us. It's Wake Up Nigeria.
Welcome back. The crux of every business is the customer, because their decision to purchase a product or service is what brings about income for a business. So this is why every business owner must take steps to give the customer a beautiful experience every single time. Now, there's interaction with customers, and sometimes that experience is not that good. That's why we have a business expert, Coach AAA, right here. Yeah. To discuss this very, very important issue. Customer service.
Customer service.
Does it actually exist in Nigeria? Really? Is there good
it
customer
does.
service?
It does. I mean, the last time I was here, I was talking to Yomi, and then I talked about the fact that the experience years ago, my mother had at one of these new generation banks. Then they had just come up with this new culture of customer service, and she came back raving about the bank.
Wow.
So it does exist in Nigeria. It's just that the challenge most of the times is with small businesses, it can be a whole different ballgame.
Okay, so an SME, a small business, essentially there are quite a lot of them now. There are a lot more than there were 5 years ago.
Yeah, in these days of social media.
So there's now a lot more customers moving away from the big names and moving towards the small business owner. First of all, I feel like the reason why they're going to the small business owner is because they get a better experience. But am I wrong?
Most of the times, you move to the small business owner because they are most times affordable.
More
affordable
okay.
than the big names. So you rather have somebody who has a small business who's providing the same service.
Okay.
It might not have the branding and the marketing budget that the large corporations have. But most of the times you get the job done. The basic things that you need, the small business can provide for you. So most people tend to shift to the small business as against the irregular large corporations. Yeah.
All right then. So let's try and bring it down a little. I know that there are some specific things that business owners need to know. There's some things they need to provide in order to give their customers a great experience.
Yeah.
What are those things?
Now, there are a plethora of things that you need to have.
Okay.
But I will just put it into this simple formula.
Okay.
We call it R2AC2.
R2AC2. Okay.
Meaning 2 R's, 1 A, 2 C's.
Okay.
And the first R is reliability.
Okay.
Now, basically what your customers are looking for is for a small business who can be reliable whenever they need that business. So you need a particular product and you want it delivered at a particular time. Now, you need to be able to identify exactly what you want to be known to be reliable for. Is it timeliness?
Okay.
Is it that when you say it to be there in 48 hours, within less than 48 hours or 48 hours on the dot, it gets there? Or are you saying that you want to be known for excellent products, quality products, durability? These are the things that make you reliable to your customers. That's the first R. The second R is relevance. Now, you also need to be careful that your product, now this happens to a lot of SMEs because, you know, the budget is small. And so maybe you're producing soap, for instance, and the budget is small. And so, but in that area that you're operating in, the kind of soap that they're looking for, that they need, or that they're now open to using, it's not the kind of soap that you have, and you choose not to do research to find out what your customers' needs are at the moment.
So it's not actually
relevant. So it's not relevant to their needs at the moment. So you also need to be relevant.
Even though you're producing it at such a low amount, it's not relevant enough for the customer to keep coming back.
So take, for instance, my wife has a small superstore.
Okay.
And so she told me something recently. And she said, and the challenge is the people around here, around where she sells, are a bit of brand loyalists.
Okay.
So they will stick to certain brands no matter what, and because they're used to those brands. So if you bring in other brands, even if it's more a bigger brand or better quality or whatever it is, but because they're used to that brand, they will stick to that brand. So if you don't know what your customers need, you will begin to stock and prepare for your customers, give them stuff that they don't need and they won't buy, and then you start complaining that there's no business.
Okay, so that's 2 R's.
So that's 2 R's.
So where's the A?
The A is basically accessibility.
Okay.
That's key for business. Now, we find from the work we've done with different SMEs, we found that a lot of times they struggle with not being able to be accessible. So customers want to reach them. They want to find out what do you,
so
they're asking questions.
Phone number, email.
You call at times and they're not picking their calls.
Yeah. They don't respond to their WhatsApp or their Instagram.
It takes a while for them to respond. Okay. And then they put all the stuff online. You see them, you want to buy them, you want to get instant response, but you're not getting instant response. And then by the time they get back to you at times, the interest has gone down. So accessibility is very key.
We have to go over the 2 C's as quickly as possible.
Yes. So the first C we will look at is I would say consistency.
Okay.
Now, you need to be consistent. Your product needs to be consistent.
Yeah.
The quality of your product needs to be consistent. Whatever it is you're delivering, you must make sure. Now, there's a place where we like to buy jollof rice.
Yeah.
We named that place Best Jollof Rice because we love the jollof rice. And you know all the reasons why? Every time the taste is the same.
Consistent.
Consistency. You have to have consistency. And then the final C is convenience.
All right.
You must be, listen, if you can provide products for them that is convenient for them, they will be able to, I mean, make life easy for them. Once you can make it affordable, you can make it easy for them to access it.
Yeah.
Your business, you will increase sales. You won't have as much struggle as you have before.
That's R2A.
R2A C2.
Fantastic for great customer service. A big shout out to you,
Thank you
AAA, for coming to the studio. And I'm going to be Googling that formula a lot more. Thank you so much. And I think it's about time for us to enjoy some music. Mike is going to sail that boat for us. Mike, where are you?
Where the boats they go now? The boat is still right here. Thank you very much, TT. And I've got singer and producer Christian Ede, who's popularly known as Boombit, also Kashan. Nice one. This guy's a gentleman. All right? Cool. He's an entertainer with a strong passion for his art. He has collaborated with many top-notch artists and is here this morning to give us a wonderful performance. Akanchawa, right?
You know.
That's the song, right?
You know.
Okay, so let's feel it.
Aye. Aye. Yo.
Jesus, they cover me. Oh,
Nice one. We'll be talking to you later, right? We'll just take a commercial recess now. Don't go nowhere. When we get back, we'll check out how far they're going in the kitchen.
You're welcome back to the kitchen right here on Wake Up Nigeria. I've still got Chef Tosin here, and we're making Nigerian spicy meat pie.
Mary, try the Nigerian spicy.
I'm adding Jara. We started from meat pie. I made it in Nigeria. Now there's spicy in it.
Okay, because there's pepper inside.
Yes, nah.
Okay. So.
What have we been doing all the while?
Yes.
There's a lot of work that has gone down.
Yes, a lot of work that has gone down. So when the camera was, away, we combined the potatoes, the cabbage, the carrots, and the minced meat. So what I did was I fried the what's the name? The cabbage and the onions. Okay. Then I added a bit of flour to the meat stock. Okay. It's just to bind it. Then I put my potatoes inside. And when I did, this was the result. It's what we put inside the meat pie. It's a meat pie filling. And I also made the dough for the meat pie. Yeah. Yes. So what I did was the flour, I mixed it with butter. I rubbed it in, added some water and salt to get the dough I have right now that I am rolling, that we are going to fill and put in the oven. Okay. Yes. So I already took the liberty to make about 1 or 2. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to fill the dough. So this is what you see. Someone asked if there was potato inside meat pie. I can't remember. Who was that?
Mike did.
So there is potato in meat pie.
Irish potato. Irish potato.
Some people, I've heard.
Is it okay to put sweet
I've heard
potato?
People put yam. As in
yam? Okay, I haven't heard that
I've actually heard that. So what I'm doing is I'm filling the dough. Okay. And we have a meat pie cutter, which they sell. But this is, if you don't have, you use your fork to just...
This is supposed to seal it, but it gives it a nice look.
Yes, but it also seals it. And after this, we're going to egg wash it with our egg yolk. So this is how you get the shape. Can I get some oil to oil the pan?
Oh, sure, why not?
So this is how you get your shape. Okay. And just need a bit, a drizzle, yes. So you don't want to overfill it so that the filling doesn't come out of the dough. So you can see, you put it in, you can push it back a bit.
Isn't this a little too much?
Well, no. See?
It's not.
So far it doesn't come out of the pocket, yes. So you just, I eyeball mine. Then you use your fork to press the sides. You can also do any shape you want.
You could do square shape. Can we do square shape?
Okay, let's try. So this is another one. So our auntie wants square shape, so we're going to try. So
let's do square shape. That's what they used to deceive us and say, it's chicken pie, ma.
No, they just do that for identification. Just saying, don't be such a...
right.
So we're cutting the dough. She wants a square shape.
Yeah.
Square shape she will get. Okay, so we are filling... So this is used to identify maybe it's a chicken pie or a meat pie.
This is still a meat pie.
This is still a meat pie.
There's one I bought at the airport 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
My gosh, 500 naira.
Tosin, please.
The thing looked like pocket there. I was expecting that, okay,
why are you like this?
It's going to be delicious.
Please. So this is a square shaped for our madam that wants a square shape.
Yes.
Yes.
Then we'll do round shape.
Okay, so we are done with the meat pie. So we're going to egg wash this. What it means is we'll break the egg and we use a fork to just...
Are we going to beat the eggs together? Or is just the white or the yolk?
You can use both. Okay. But when you use the yolk only, you get a very rich, dark color.
So we stick to yolk then?
Well, I will use both.
But you want a rich, dark color. We don't have poor people around here.
Madam, we'll use everything. Egg is egg. So we're going to beat this a bit.
Okay.
Not too much.
Okay.
And we should use a pastry brush.
Okay.
To...
You told me earlier that you are deliberately using regular things in people's kitchen.
Yes.
Just so that if no one has access to certain things, they can be able to do it.
Yes. because not everybody would go buy a pastry brush, but I do have a pastry brush, more than one actually. But I'm using a fork just to see how easy this is. Some people might use their hands. Well, that's your choice. So we already oiled the pan, and our oven has been preheated to about 250, 300. So we're going to put the meat pie
right there.
Yes, for the madam that wants the square.
I still need my round shape.
You still need your round shape?
Yes.
Okay.
So we're still going to make the round shape.
This is not round, Tosin.
This is...
Mary, this is not
half moon. Crescent.
Yes, this is the regular shape.
Yeah, but me, I want different shapes. I want triangle.
Please, where did they get this, madam, from? Then you can also use your, I've seen people use their like baking pans, the round ones. You stuff it in with the dough, fill it and cover it. So it comes like pockets, like it's amazing.
That's the one they deceived me to buy for 500.
Please, what's with the 500 that she spent?
I'm vexing because it wasn't tasty.
And please, can you not do that on live TV?
I'm angry. It's not easy to bring out money to be buying something because you are hungry. Yes,
please, where are you from?
Ijebu.
Okay. Yeah. But I know Ijebu people are not stingy.
No, Inewi. Yeah, we are all together.
Okay, I'm a Nigerian. I don't know what she's talking about. So we're going to put this.
So you don't do both sides. The oil covers the lower
Yes, the
part.
bottom part.
Okay.
We don't do both sides. I could do more.
See, I have my circle already. I'll just push this together.
You can do a heart shape for people like us that like.
We love.
Okay, so.
There are a lot of things you can do with this. You could actually engage your children to make shapes of your
own
if you're making it at home.
Yes.
So they know there's more to meat pie than the regular one that Yamulika sells. So
please, who is Yamulika?
That's the person that used to run the talk shop in secondary school. I'm shocked I remember that right now.
So we're going to have, this meat pie is going to be very nice. So we're doing more. Note, you need the sauce to have cooled down a bit. So when we did it, we popped it in the fridge. Yeah. You know, just so that the...
That's why you don't see the rest of the sauce.
Yes.
There are more
we popped it in the fridge.
In the fridge right now.
So, Tessie, could you bring the sauce?
The rest
yes,
of it
should be. You can pop it in your freezer. You can do it a day ahead of time. You know, you could do this. I used to give my kids this in the morning just before school. And I loved when they say, my mom is the best chef, or like, my mom is the best baker, you know?
Nice.
Nice.
I didn't know it had to cool, though.
Yes, it should cool. Now, I'm making a very big one. This is for Mike. His smile was very bright.
Bright, like huge smile. You're making meat pie, eh?
So, Mike, this is for you. Nobody should get jealous.
It's Mike's lucky day.
But Mike is not fasting, right? Because some people are fasting. It's Lent. Some people are fasting. Some people are fasting. Sorry.
I reserve my comment.
I'm not fasting. Mike, are you fasting? I don't think so. So this is a very huge one.
And it's going to seal up.
For my dear friend Mike. Yeah, of course it will seal up. I made the dough bigger. You can make it as big as you want.
I'm told that Ronke Aloy is fasting.
Okay, Ronke Aloy, sorry. This is Mike. It's for Mike. I've said it like 50 times.
Yes, just so it can
so that it can be noted. Okay, and I'm making
I'm still waiting for my triangular shape. I'm not just stopping at the
square. So this is a big one.
Mike can't finish this. So.
Mike, is that true? I don't think so.
This is so much fun. This is so much fun.
So I'm going to make a double one for Titi for the twins, you know, like Iyabedi.
Okay. Let's see you make that. I'm really excited about this. Okay.
So we need to pop this in the oven so that it can bake.
Don't worry, we'll pop it. Let's do more shapes, Joe. This is fun.
Did you not play when you were like
No, I did not. My parents bought me too many toys. I couldn't decide which one to play with, so I decided not to play at all. So let's make more.
Okay. 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 I heard that thing is called adolescent carryover when you didn't play as a child.
You came here this morning to yab me, man.
I
agree.
I
just make more shapes. I want round this time. No, triangle. Triangle.
Okay.
Let's see.
So, someone come and carry. I think I want maybe Titi in the kitchen. When Titi was in the kitchen, the water wasn't plenty like this.
It's not wala. We just want shapes. We did not learn shapes very well in school, so we want you to teach us with meat pie.
Okay, Titi, please help me.
Believe me, Titi would have asked you for a very, very interesting shape. She can say she wants hexagon now. I'm even gentle and nice, see?
Okay. So we need to pop that in the oven real quick for the lady that wants shapes. So we're going to try and do, what shape was that?
Triangle.
I said triangle meat pie. I've never heard that before.
Yeah, that's why. We do unique things on Wake Up Nigeria. So let's make triangle.
Okay, so let's see if we can make a triangle one.
Okay.
For the audience watching at home, please do not mind her. I don't understand what's wrong with her. She's too happy this
I have an
morning.
idea. Why? Okay, you're going to cut it triangular.
Yes.
No, this is not my idea. My idea was to leave it as square, then we
Please,
have come.
can somebody get this girl out of the kitchen?
Let's see. Triangle.
I'm going to try.
I'll whoop really loud if we get this right.
No, we do Wakanda one.
She just watched it yesterday,
Please.
so we'll not hear the end of it.
Yes, you will not hear the end of it. Let's see.
This one is not triangle.
Tosin, please, do not do this to me on live TV. So we're having Wakanda shaped.
This is Wakanda shape.
Yes, baby.
You actually did get it.
Yes, I did.
What are you feeling like? Super chef.
Like a genius.
Anyway, it's time for us to go on a break. A lot more to come on Wake Up Nigeria.
Yes.
Stay with us.
It's Monday morning on Wake Up Nigeria. We're excited. We hope that you are too about this new week.
Brand new week, fresh, refreshing show, of course, Wake Up Nigeria. And we're here to make sure that you wake up to the best that TV has to offer. As usual, we have a packed show for you.
Yeah, of course, on our Monday Motivation this morning, we're going to be talking about emotional capital.
As in it. Such a deep thing, though. What you,
And Steven's going to be talking to us about that later
Yeah,
on.
very soon, very soon. He has a way of putting it that he breaks it down really well.
Yeah.
And of course, to pop some humor into your morning, we have some funny videos that you just need to watch. Especially if you've already started out with a rough morning.
Jesus is Lord.
You know, we talked...
Yeah, that's not all.
yeah.
We're looking forward to another musical performance by Cash Sun
Yes.
later on.
Like, who chases a madman? I'm trying to understand.
We're going to take those funny videos later. I want to see. I want to see the whole thing.
I've not seen it before.
Do you understand who chases a madman?
Okay,
and
so-
what can cure a madman once?
I wanted to ask, right? I wanted to ask. So, do you guys know any young people between, well, maybe 35 and 45 that's thinking of running for office? Like someone that you personally know that wants to be a senator or House of Reps member or whatever.
But I'm thinking about the fact
No, fella is what?
He'd probably be over that age
Yeah, it's
group.
probably 50, in his
over
50s.
that age group. So the issue for me is, it's not just about being young. It's about having the substance, having the knowledge, the know-how, the education to be able to actually go forward and run. It's not just about age.
How much of the knowledge, the education...
It's not just about
Wait,
age,
now,
man.
how much of
There's
the
so
knowledge and
much.
education does Trump have?
No, come on. You cannot fault someone who has had experience literally running a conglomerate
You see
for
something.
years.
He was the least, I think, of all contestants ever. He was the least qualified presidentially for that post. My point is that, but although I get your point,
Experience is the best teacher, to me.
A friend of mine put up a post about Fela Durotoye, and he was talking about the presidency and all of that. And he said, look, he will not win. He said something. He said, look, you would have to test your mettle with smaller positions. Let's say House of Reps. Let's say Senate. You see, it will take a lot for us to want to put the country in your hands. Yes,
Right.
you know, So, and I tried to look at his point.
Yeah.
You see, before we can get to the point, being a motivational speaker and running some establishments, it doesn't look, when you get there, you understand that it's not just about
It's a bit different.
So it is an issue of experience,
yeah.
right? The experience thing comes back again because it's a whole other world once you enter that race. It's a whole different scenario. There's so many other things that come into play here, which is not to say that someone can't learn on the job, but the truth is Nigeria might not be the kind of country where you want to learn on the job.
There's something I've come to observe about leaders. It's either you've got experience or you've been able to get certain certificates to help you. And those certificates, of course, come with certain exposures. And then, of course, it's important for you to have the passion for what you're doing. It's one thing to say, oh, I want to save the world. It's another thing to know what you have planned to save the world.
Okay, but I think which is not to say, this is not to discourage young people from running, of course. We're not discouraging. And of course, most of the people that get up there, they run 2 or 3 times anyway.
Yeah.
So you have to start from somewhere. So good luck to all the young people that are trying to run. Please, you're not too young to run.
You vote Mary.
Would you vote Yomi? Yeah.
No, Yomi, don't pose, it's me. Vote me.
Welcome back. It's still Wake Up Nigeria. It's time for the newspaper headlines. Starting with The Guardian newspaper, it says aviation agencies lose billions to alleged fraud in traffic figures. NCAA insists on own estimates. Flays NBS records. Controversy trails Supreme Court verdict on new Cross River wards. INEC insists law not binding. Why Buhari will not declare 2019 bid now by presidency. PDP asks president to recover alleged stolen IDP funds. Encumbering governance with APC's internal crisis. And finally, mother of unemployed graduates hangs self in Anambra State. Really sad way to wrap up what's on the cover of The Guardian.
And the Punch leads with a headline, Come for Budget Defense This Week. National Assembly panel tells ministers. I'll release details of Saraki Dogara's allowances, says Sage. A number of bank customers drops. JAMB releases 1.3 million UTME results today. Free trade. Experts warn against CTFA pact. Federal government explains Buhari's cancelled trip. NNPC seeking funding options for refineries overhaul, says Baru. Labour plans nationwide strike over 30 billion naira NSITF fraud. Artisan tortured by Rivers SARS plans to sue police. APC knocks PDP, urges support for Buhari to end killings. And stakeholders divided over slashed Lagos land use charge. And finally, soldiers kill 4 militiamen, arrest 18 herdsmen in Benue. All on the cover of The Punch.
The cover of The Nation says APC moves to reconcile Buhari, Saraki, others. President yet to make any deal. And some of the issues are listed right there on the cover of The Nation. Government fine-tunes toll gates return plan. It's an interesting one. It also says here, nothing will make Nigeria collapse, says Obasanjo. 12 herdsmen arrested on page 43. More about that. 18 die in Lagos-Ibadan expressway crash. On 2019, why Buhari is yet to announce plan. Real estate chiefs hail cut in land use charge. And Oyo PDP to National Secretariat. Stay off. That's what we have on the cover of The Nation.
All right. The Vanguard leads with the headline, Dapchi schoolgirls will be released in 2 weeks, says the defense minister. Something is fishy, says PDP, Afenifere. We want some questions answered, said the Bring Back Girls group. 2019, while Buhari delays to declare intentions, says the presidency. 2017 corporate earnings. Stakeholders forecast mixed outcomes. Land use charge will resist any attempt to disrupt peace in Lagos, says police. Election reordering. Saraki Dogara meet principal officers today on veto to override Buhari. Why Nigeria can't collapse, says Obasanjo. All these and more on the cover of the Vanguard.
The Daily Sun says on 2019, why Buhari won't declare now, according to the presidency. Opponents will sabotage nation. On page 11, more about that. 18 die in Lagos-Ibadan Expressway crashes. Police warn protesters planning to block third mainland bridge. Hope they don't do that. On 103 million naira fraud, federal pay officer jailed. 127 years. Lawyers fight over poll sequence, disagree on constitution. And finally, DSS nabs notorious gun runner, and others. That's what we have on the cover of the Daily Sun.
All right. Well, that's it on the newspaper headlines for this morning.
The newspaper headlines are proudly supported by Dettol. Be 100% sure.
All right. So Mike is ready for us with some funny videos. And then, of course, after that, we have some motivational talk.
Yeah.
Okay, so a little bit of laughter before some motivation. It's, yeah, so we'll have some cool videos for you, all right? Let's check this out.
Jesus is Lord. Jesus is Lord.
Agwem, biko bịa were m chọrọ ịjụọ gị. Ichiago, ọ gịwa? Ichiago, onye riri boiled egg without biting? Biko hapụ oku, mgbe ịsa acha m ị ga-adra ya because ịma ime swola up. Mba, na m asa gị o. Anụrụ m ịzụrụ 36 million, elekwana ị chọrọ ịkwụrụ m ya Titan tax. Ichi, I think you're talking to the wrong snake. In Asusom English. Gima. Agame me at all. Ngwano bro wegi abia kam search maka ego na there. 36 million on other man na home akwaya. Ayo bro wow, I dey like in our family. Ni no so get your huru Dangote overnight. Come on baby. Otu ahe jim now. Echitara mo were monkey zuru 70 million. Come on company. I know the monkey. 70 million. What happened? Because I'm 150 million.
Okay, no, I actually enjoyed both videos. They're wonderful videos by the way. There are levels of madness. But then, hey, come on, that's all we can take on videos this morning. I hope it really sets you up for a wonderful morning and a wonderful week ahead. Now we have Stephen on the couch with Yomi to discuss achieving a successful life.
Thanks so much, Mike. Those videos are amazing, really funny. Now, for our Monday motivation. Now, starting up any endeavor requires effort and, of course, some time put into it. Now, when you're thinking about what you consider as capital, you have to relate it to your journey in life. It's not out of place to say that emotional capital is also required to make the best of life. Now, Stephen Omojugbe is a life coach. He's here to shed more light on this. So good morning, sir.
Morning, Gabriel.
So talking about emotional capital.
Yes.
I think we should start from the beginning because there's a lot of people watching now and they're wondering, okay, emotions and capital, how is that? When you talk about capital, you're thinking about money, right? Especially when you're talking about a successful journey in life. So let's start from the beginning.
So, say for example, we gave two people money to start business at the beginning of the year.
Yes.
So we give one $1 million and we give the other one $500,000. But the guy we give $1 million has no confidence. He is constantly stuck in negative emotions. But the guy that we gave $500,000, it's a joyful, powerful man who is able to elicit states of resourcefulness within himself. And we give them a year. Which one do you think will have more money at the end of the year? The guy with $1 million or the guy with $500,000?
Probably the guy with 500,000.
The guy with 500,000 will have much more outperformed the guy with $1 million because his emotional state is capital. And this is something a lot of people don't understand. People think when I get money, when I get married, when I buy my car, when I buy my house, then I will become happy. But the converse is actually the case. Happiness creates success. It's not success that creates happiness. And so when you think about achieving in life, when you think about what you will need to achieve in any endeavor, you have to take cognizance of the emotions that you have, because those emotions can be a propelling force. And that's a major problem few people recognize. I'll give you an example of this. Google allows all their engineers to bring their dogs to work. Yahoo has a foosball table in the staff lounge. Most of the big tech companies in Silicon Valley have some of these things, places around the workplace where staffers can go, just get a boost of energy and a boost of emotion, because happy people do better work.
I wanted to, I'm curious to know a few things. I mean, talking about balancing, because here you're talking about an aspect of success that most people don't pay attention to, especially in this part of the world.
Yes.
But a lot of people are stuck in negative emotions a lot of times because they can't control it. So it could be something from trauma in the past or something that occurred while growing up or words that they've heard. So how do you then move from, maybe you've discovered that, look, you have some negative emotions, right? How do you then begin to move to change, taking positive steps to then change those emotions?
Now, it's interesting that you asked that. Now, there are certain conditions that you probably will need to see a therapist, you need to see a coach, you need someone to help you walk through it. That's actually not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the everyday depression, the everyday negative emotions that hold people down. And a simple way of controlling your own emotions is your focus. Because what you focus on, you will feel. Anything you constantly focus on, you will feel. Another key thing is learning to create your own meanings. Let me give you an example of that. So say a patient goes to a doctor, and the doctor sits him down. I mean, the patient goes with some symptoms. The doctor begins to speak in medical terms, maybe your endocrine levels and all that, and he's talking all of that, medical jargons. Now, that patient can sit down there and feel nothing.
Right.
Because the things the doctor is saying has no meanings to him. But then the moment the patient asks, so doctor, what does that mean? And the doctor says, well, your liver is malfunctioning, you have 6 months to live. In that instant, once meaning comes, feelings come. So two things anyone can do, practically anyone can do at any moment in time to create this state of resourcefulness, the kind of emotions you have, is to change your focus and to change your meanings. Meaning, nothing means anything. What I'm saying doesn't mean anything to anyone unless the meanings they have on their inside. And then this is the key. Meanings are created by us. We own our meanings. I can say anything. I can say, hey, Gabe, you look handsome. And you could take that to mean it's flattering me, it's condescending to me. And even though I am trying to give you a good feeling, because you ascribe a negative meaning to it, it doesn't do anything for you. The same way you can take negative things and find meanings in them. Everybody can do this, including people who've suffered traumas and all kinds of things.
All right, we're going to continue this discussion after this break, because there's some aspects of it also that we need to then tie up at the end of the day so people know what to do. We'll be right back after this. Now, welcome back. We still have life coach Stephen Omojuigwe here with us, talking about emotional capital and how important it is to ensure that your emotions are always positive in order to be successful in life and in your endeavors. Now, we've talked about a few things, what emotional capital is, but this motivation is a daily thing.
Yes.
And sometimes circumstances that you can't control bring about negative emotions. Maybe a boss that, is very critical, or he's always overbearing, or whatever it is. So how do you then ensure that on a daily basis, in order to stay motivated, you counter negative emotions that could occur, you know, from different sources?
Now, you see, the simplest, easiest way to access your emotions is through your body. I'll give you a simple example. Breathing, the way you breathe, affects the way you feel. It affects your physiology. Your physiology affects the way you feel, and then your feelings affect your performance. The simple exercise or the simple idea of learning to breathe properly. Every single time a negative emotion comes into your body, one of the ways you notice it is the way you breathe. You start breathing in a shallow way. The whole idea of yoga, I mean, yoga, the exercise, is all about learning to breathe properly. So one simple way you can take control, maybe you're going to a presentation or you want to do public speaking and you're feeling the jitters, you will notice it in your breathing. You just pause, take control of that breathing, start to breathe properly, breathe intentionally. Immediately you start breathing properly, because this thing has to do with your brain and biology. Once negative emotions comes in, your brain begins to get less oxygen, and once you get less oxygen, you start to feel panicky. So you need to take control of that process and learn to breathe properly, get enough oxygen into your brain, and those negative emotions will dissipate immediately. Another way you know when negative emotions come into you is your thoughts begin to become jumbled up. Whenever negative emotions come into us, our brains close up, the bandwidth becomes reduced. That's why, for example, when people get hungry and then they come out of that hunger, they realize that I could have handled it differently. I had options to me, but those options were not accessible to them when they were hungry, because negative emotions just kind of closes you up.
The mind is closed.
So the mind closes up, and then you realize that you think you don't have options, but there are options. So how do you get control of this? Learn to breathe properly. Make it a daily practice. And then, like I said earlier, choose your focus. Whatever you focus on, you will feel. And whatever you feel affects your performance. And then many people think that when things happen to them, their reactions are just automatic. But it's never automatic. Between triggers and our actions or reactions, there is a space. And within that space, there is a filter. And we filter everything, and such that at the end of the day, when you act or when you react, that's yours. This is you. It's not this. So you must hone yourself. That's what it is.
So that critical point, that critical time space between the action and the reaction is important.
Very important. And what you do within that space, the self-talk, how you create meaning, how you take control of your breathing and all of that. Because at the end of the day, when you act, and this is very important, you hone that thing. So you don't say, somebody made me angry. I am not confident because. No, you're not confident because you did not utilize that space properly.
Wow. Thank you so much, Mr. Steven. Our discussion is always really, really deep and, of course, very impactful. Thank you so much, sir.
Thanks for having me.
All right. So we said we had another performance for you. And right now, Mike is on standby with us.
All right, thank you very much, Yomi. All right, Kashon, so we have our second performance, right?
Yeah.
All right, take it away, take it away.
Okay, we'll be doing Walk and Pray.
I get the flow, I get the beat, I get the ginger, make
Walk and Pray. Wonderful.
sir.
I like, what was the inspiration when you were writing that song? Was there anything happening at that point in time, or it just came from other experiences?
For me, it was about me chasing out bad vibes. You know, some people will come to you and be like, oh, bro, I beg, give me 100 naira. You give them 100 naira. Tomorrow they'll come back for 1,000 naira. Expect them coming back next week for 2,000 naira.
So how do you sort, how do you deal with people like that? How do you sort it out?
Yeah, I just tell them, don't ask me for fish. Ask me how to fish. So I'll teach you how to fish.
Oh,
so
this
get
is
fish
a
for
strong
yourself.
thing. No? Okay, that's the guy, eh?
Yeah.
Settled. What is a babe?
I said it in that song. Whether a man or a woman, walk and pray. Try to do something.
Because, see, you stand the risk of being labeled stingy or something. What if it's your babe, your girlfriend, something like that, and she comes and says, hey, Cashon, I really need to get this. See, there's an issue in school now. I don't have this particular money. I need to sort out something in school. I need 10 grand just to sort out this stuff in school.
First, what's my name? Cashson.
Okay.
Money is not a problem.
Okay.
But then, fix yourself. Do you understand?
How?
You don't.
Will you give that 10 grand and teach the person how to fish? What would you do?
If I give you 10 grand as my girlfriend today for your hair and you're coming back next week for another hair, Mama, work for yourself now. No liabilities though.
This thing is a strong thing, no?
No liabilities.
What would you, okay, now, cash on, the economy is just too tight. There's no job yet. I want to
That is more reason why you need to fish out something to do. Look for something to do.
So the point is, if the person is not at least financially viable to an extent, it's going to be a problem. You have to learn how to fish, how to make money for yourself. That's what you're trying to say.
Because we have people that are physically disabled.
Okay.
Do you understand? They're physically challenged, and you see them doing stuff. Some are begging on the road. Some will do some petty work just to earn money.
Okay.
So I don't see reasons why, you know, somebody that is very okay and healthy will be saying, give me money, help me.
This guy is deep, man. This guy is deep. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Cashon. It's a wonderful, it was a great time having you, all right?
Thanks, bro.
Okay, so that's all we can take with Cashon. Let's head over to the kitchen and check out how far the guys have gone. What they're doing.
Yeah, so far so good. Yes. And there's something smells scrumptious.
Yes, Nigerian.
Can you hear the sound of my bells?
Yeah.
You're the only person I know who is going to eat meat pie with
knife
fork and knife.
Well, I actually just want to check the inside to see what it's like.
Stop
it. Okay, did you see how I stepped back just in time? It was because there's somebody very enthusiastic about your meat pie in the building.
He's very, very...
Mike.
Mike's actually getting a seat for himself. I might as well get you a plate.
Really? What's going on now?
They bring it closer.
All right, but I thought it was for the guests to eat. You guys, what's going on?
Oh, I guess today I just want to make sure.
You want to make sure. So you sliced the meat pie now. So what exactly is going on?
Did I do?
Yes.
Because I'm taking mine now already.
You're taking, so you just claimed one for yourself.
Toasting, please tell us how we made the meat pie.
Please, Cashon, please come and join us. Come over this way.
We took, we made our dough with our flour and butter, water, salt, and we made the sauce, the filling that Yomi was trying to check out inside, with the potatoes, onions, the minced meat, carrots, green pepper, spring onions, Cameroon pepper, black pepper. Okay, I'm sounding like a robot.
All right.
All the spices.
It was great. It was really, really great watching you put that together, but we have to draw the curtains on today's episode. And of course, it's all about thank yous right now. A big thank you to our friends at Homely NG for the kitchen accessories. Of course, for Last Place for styling our beautiful hair.
Yeah.
I don't have hair.
You don't have it? Not anymore. Not anymore.
We hope that you've been sufficiently motivated this Monday. We'll be back again tomorrow at 7 a.m. for you.
Can't wait to see you.
See ya.
Have a lovely week. It'll be a great one.